I didn't count a single calorie. I didn't cut out carbs, sugar, or anything I loved. I didn't step foot in a gym. And in a few weeks, I was down almost 5 kilos. No diet, no willpower battles, no starting Monday. Just a few small habits I barely noticed changing. See, we've been taught that losing weight has to hurt, that it has to feel like a punishment, that if you're not suffering, you're not doing it right. But what if the actual problem was never what you were eating, but a handful of tiny invisible habits running in the background of your day, the ones nobody talks about? For years, I did it the right way. Meal prepping on Sundays, tracking macros, forcing myself through workouts I dreaded. And sure, sometimes the scale moved, until it didn't, until I burned out and gained it all back. So this time, I didn't try harder. I tried different. I stopped treating my body like a problem to fix and started paying attention to it like it was trying to tell me something. And what I found wasn't some secret system. It wasn't a supplement, a trend, or a 12-week plan. It was smaller than that, quieter than that. The kind of thing you'd scroll past because it sounds too simple to actually work. But it did. Turns out I didn't need a new plan. I needed a new pair of eyes. I found them, little patterns, small automatic things I did every day without a second thought. None of them felt like diet. None of them felt like effort. But together, they quietly changed everything. So here they are, the habits that changed everything. Not a checklist, not a challenge, just the small, quiet shifts that showed up in my everyday life, one at a time, without me forcing anything. Habit number 1, drink enough water every single day. Yes, it's a cliche, but for someone who's trying to lose weight, drinking enough water is one of those low effort habits that can lead to surprisingly great results, and we tend to underestimate it. Water plays a supportive role in weight loss. Here's what's actually going on, how it can help. 1, appetite and fullness. Drinking water before a meal, especially a full glass 20 to 30 minutes beforehand, can help you feel fuller and eat somewhat less. Thirst is also sometimes mistaken for hunger, so staying hydrated can reduce unnecessary snacking. 2, replacing calorie-dense drinks. This is probably the biggest effect. Swapping soda, juice, sweetened coffee drinks, or alcohol for water cuts out calories you weren't accounting for. A couple of sugary drinks a day can add up to hundreds of extra calories. 3, slight metabolic boost. Some research suggests drinking cold water can temporarily increase calorie burn. Your body uses a small amount of energy to warm it up, but the effect is modest, not something you'd notice on the scale by itself. 4, better exercise performance. Even mild dehydration can make workouts feel harder and reduce endurance, so staying hydrated helps you keep exercising consistently, which matters more for fat loss than the water itself. 5, digestion and reducing bloating. Adequate water supports digestion and can reduce the temporary bloating that sometimes gets mistaken for fat gain. Drinking a glass of water before meals is a simple, low-effort habit that can modestly support your calorie deficit. Herbal tea or sparkling water. Unsweetened, count 2 if you find plain water boring. So water is a helpful supporting habit, mostly by displacing high-calorie drinks and supporting appetite regulation, rather than something that causes weight loss on its own. Habit number 2, replace dinner with a big salad a few days a week. This is one of the easier swaps to make because it doesn't feel like deprivation. You're still eating a full plate, just shifting the balance of what's on it. A large salad made with plenty of vegetables is naturally low in calorie density, meaning you get a lot of volume and fiber for relatively few calories. This helps you feel physically full without the calorie load of a typical dinner built around refined carbs, fried foods, or large portions of meat and cheese. Over a few dinners a week, that can add up to a meaningful calorie deficit without much conscious restriction. The key to making a salad work as an actual meal, not a sad side dish, is balance. Protein, grilled chicken, salmon, shrimp, chickpeas, hard boiled eggs, tofu, or beans. This is what keeps you full for hours, not just until you leave the kitchen. Healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, nuts, or seeds add flavor and satiety. Fiber rich veggies. Go beyond lettuce. Try roasted vegetables, shredded carrots, cucumber, bell peppers, or cherry tomatoes for texture and volume. A flavorful dressing. Use it, don't fear it. A well made vinaigrette or tahini dressing makes the difference between a salad you look forward to and one you're forcing down. Just watch portion size, since dressings can be calorie dense. Don't settle for a boring salad. Make one you'll crave. Make one you'll crave. Make your salad so delicious that you actually look forward to eating it. This is key to long term sustainability. It can become a habit that lasts for the rest of your life, helping you maintain your weight even after you've reached your goal. This is a good option for nights when you've already eaten a heavier lunch or when you want to bank some calories for a dinner out or event later in the week, or the day before you step on the scale. Habit number 3, increasing your daily step count in everyday life. You don't need a dedicated workout to move more. Small changes woven into your normal routine can add thousands of steps without feeling like exercise. This is often called NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, and it can make a real difference in your total daily calorie burn over time. Easy ways to add steps throughout the day. Take walking calls. If you're on the phone and don't need to be sitting at a desk or looking at a screen, use the call as an opportunity to move. Pace around your home, walk around the block, or stroll through the office instead of staying seated. A 20 to 30-minute call can easily turn into 2,000 to 3,000 extra steps without taking any additional time out of your day. It's an easy habit to build since it doesn't require planning. You just need to stand up when the phone rings, or use the time to reconnect with people you care about. A walk while chatting with a friend or family member turns a routine health habit into something you actually look forward to. The conversation makes the time pass quickly. It's a simple way to stay both physically active and socially connected. And over time, it can strengthen those relationships since you're giving them real, focused time rather than a rushed 5-minute call between tasks. Walk while you wait. Small waiting moments throughout the day are an easy chance to sneak in extra steps. For example, if you're meeting a friend for coffee, leave home 10 minutes earlier than you need to. Instead of arriving right on time and sitting down immediately, use those extra minutes to walk around the block or through a nearby park before heading in, or skip the car altogether if the distance is walkable. The same idea applies to parking farther away than necessary, so the walk from your car to the cafe becomes part of the outing rather than something to avoid. Brushing your teeth takes about 2 minutes twice a day, time that's usually spent standing still in front of the sink. Instead, walk around the bathroom or nearby room while you brush. It sounds tiny, but 2 minutes of pacing, done morning and night, adds up over weeks and months without costing you a single extra minute of your day. It's also an easy habit to stick to, since it's tied to something you already do automatically every day. You don't need to remember a new routine. Just move while you do the one you already have. A lot of our free time now gets absorbed by lying in bed, scrolling through the phone. Comfortable, but completely sedentary. One simple swap. Pick one day a week and turn that downtime into a me time trip to the mall instead. Walk around, browse the stores, try on some new outfits, take your time moving from shop to shop. It doesn't feel like exercise because you're enjoying yourself, but walking around a mall for an hour or two can easily add up to 5,000 steps or more. It's a good example of how movement doesn't have to feel like a workout to count. Treating yourself to an activity you actually enjoy that happens to involve a lot of walking is a much easier habit to keep up than forcing yourself onto a treadmill. Plus, it gives you a break from the phone and a bit of a mental reset, which is a nice bonus on top of the extra steps. It's a small shift, but these little pockets of waiting time happen constantly during the day, like before appointments, while food is being prepared, while waiting for someone to arrive. And turning them into walking time is one of the easiest ways to boost your step count without changing your schedule at all. So, this is how I lost 5 kilos Westfardi without dieting, without effort, just by changing a few things. Also, these are the simple habits I started doing that helped me. And they made the process feel sustainable instead of restrictive. I didn't follow a strict diet or cut out my favorite foods. I simply changed these daily habits. I actually have a lot more tips, but I didn't want to make this video too long. If you'd like a part 2, let me know in the comments. And while you're there, tell me which tip was your favorite, or if you have a habit that has worked for you. I read your comments, and they really help me decide what to make next. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.